Guess who? Welcome back to the Edmondson Home Music Studio, and today we're learning about clefs, specifically the C-Clef. Now let's do a little bit of reviewing. In fact, why don't you grab a pencil and paper or a marker and a marker board. Draw 5 lines on to make the music staff, and it will automatically give you 4 spaces between. First thing you're going to draw is the treble clef. Watch how I do it. Start a little bit above the top line. Do kind of like a straightened out S. Put your pencil back up at the top. Make a loop to the 4th line up from the bottom. That's how it should look so far. Bring it on around, down to the bottom line, not past it, up to the middle line, cross over and cross over again, and end on this line. This line is the G line. And this is why sometimes this is called the treble clef, but its other name is called the C-Clef. Very good. And the treble clef is where higher instruments play and high voices sing. High instruments such as violin, flute, oboe, clarinet, saxophone. Let's look down here. This is where the left hand of the piano plays, the bass clef. It starts on this line and circles around like a backwards C and ends on the bottom line. So from the 4th line up to the bottom line, and then it has 2 dots on either side of this 4th line up. This line is the F line, and that's why sometimes the bass clef is called the F clef. We're going to learn about another clef in the middle. Oh, before we do, lower instruments and low voices sing or play in this clef, such as trombone, bassoon, upright bass, bass guitar, and men's voices. Now, in the middle here, we're going to draw another clef. It has 2 lines from one end to the top of the line to the bottom. Then go like this and make a point on this middle line and circle around to the bottom line. This is called the C-Clef because wherever this point is middle C, which sounds like that. Now, when this clef is written in this position with the point on the middle line, this is where violas play, and it's called the C-Clef. This is also called a movable clef because sometimes it is written up here where the point is on the 4th line up, and when it's up there, it is still middle C. Wherever the point is, that is middle C. The viola plays here, and when it's in the middle line, it's called the alto clef. When it's a line up, this is called the tenor clef. And the tenor clef is sometimes used for bassoons and cellos, and it's only to accommodate so that you don't have a lot of ledger lines. Now, if you recall, a ledger line is a small line written above or below the staff to extend it. Now, this is C, this is C. If I add a treble clef here, these are both middle C. I'm going to add a ledger line right here below the line that is also a C, and bass clef, middle C, would be on a ledger line up here. So here are 4 ways to write the same note. I can add the notes here too. I only had the letter. So that's middle C. Yes, that's my macaw squawking. He wants to join in. And that's middle C. Oops, I made the stem going the wrong way. The rule is any note on the middle line or above, the stem goes down. Any note below the middle line, the stem goes up. But you always look and read the note where the blob is. All right? Now, let's learn the lines of the alto clef. I'm going to erase the others so you don't get confused, but you can always watch this video again. And you can also pause it at any time, which is absolutely fantastic. So we know this is C. So just like the treble clef and the bass clef, if you say a silly sentence and use the first letter of each word, that helps you remember the lines and the spaces. So here we go. The lines are from bottom to top. You always go from bottom to top. F, A, C, E, and G. And if you notice, the first 4 letters spell face, but then you add the G. And the silly sentence, and I'm counting on you to think up a better sentence because I don't really care for this sentence. But the lines are, this will help you remember what they are. Fat alley cats eat garbage. Ew. But I bet you remember it. And if you come up with a better sentence using these letters, email it to me. F, A, C, E, and G. Let's add a measure line there, or a bar line. Now, between the lines are 4 spaces. And the letters are G, B, D, and F. Green birds do fly. That sentence isn't too bad, but if you can come up with another one using G, B, D, and F, that would be great, and email me. So that's the story on clefs. I'd like to show you one more thing. We're going to go on a little field trip. So come with me, and I want to show you a piece of ancient music because the clef sign on it looks very different. Very, very different. Let's see if we can get in on that. Yeah, my light's reflecting. You see the beginning of the music there? Yeah, this is ancient music. Look at the shapes of the notes. They're diamonds and squares. I want to see my lion-headed bass. Can you see him? So that's it for now. And until next time, keep making music. Send me an email. Love to hear from you. Bye.